remember about informed farming, and now you're a farmer sitting in the middle of the field, and you need to be able to have access to data using somewhat conventional but also fairly unconventional ways of being able to communicate. But the most basic form of communication is a cell phone, and being able to wrap things around that very basic form of communication is what TekWear will talk about. And if I can just have them up here. Oh, here you are. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bruce Rassa.
Great. Thanks, Rohit. So my name is Bruce Ressa, and it is great to be back in my home state. I'm a Mizzou grad in state agriculture economics, and my family today farms 10,000 acres of corn, beans, wheat, cattle, hay, and the second largest apple orchard here in the state near the Kansas City side. Just a point of clarification, TekWear is our company name, the development company, but our exclusive focus today is around AgVoice, our service designed exclusively for agriculture. The other thing I want to share real quickly is we had some terrific new news yesterday. We got our first enterprise customer win. And our purpose in being here today is we want to partner with the right visionary capital here at the event because the deployment deadline is April 15th in 4 states. So we've started development of the solution, but we'd like the right partnerships to finish that and bring it home. All right, let's jump into it. The challenges that we're trying to solve are those for ag enterprises. And I'll begin with a personal example. This is the 12-inch stack of paperwork that my family completes each year for sustainability to keep our contract with America's largest food retailer. I don't think I need to tell you any more about record keeping. You know that from the rest of the presentations and the excellent one this morning on traceability from New Zealand. You know the consumers are demanding ever increasingly to know, where did my food come from? Was it grown in a safe and environmentally responsible way? And oh, by the way, can you prove it? Can you back it up? Trapped in the middle, in our opinion, is the retailers and the food processors. They're going, we need traceability, we need sustainability, and we need compliance tools that pull this stuff together, but we can't find good ones. So our solution to this is what we call AgVoice. Let me show you how it works. So this is Rod Lance. Rod is our agronomist for our family farm, and my father calls him our most trusted ag advisor. So the system basically works like this. Works on any smartphone, Apple or Android. It's a voice-enabled system. It handles regional accents, scientific terms, or brand names. So beginning there, most importantly, we work with the ag enterprise in advance to define what are those checklists, what are the critical pieces of information decisions that they need to make. From there, the system's integrated. It generates the information in the field, so everything, of course, is geo-referenced, time-stamped, and, of course, you're going to add optional photos and videos as needed. And most importantly, the final step is here, and that's simply that ultimate result, which is how do we have the data and the reports we need to go to proactive decision-making and get off of reactive decision-making. So let's be real. This is farming, and I know as well as you do that the environment can be quite harsh, right? You can have noise as just one of the inhibitors from a high, medium, and low environment as far as the challenges that can come up. So to address this challenge, what we integrate is a military-grade noise cancellation technology. So true story. So last night we wanted to test this out. And by chance, who had fun at the reception last night? All right, this is the interactive part. Who had fun at the reception last night? All right, good. So we clocked you at 91 decibel. So just for reference, a new John Deere cab is in the 70 decibel range. So it was pretty good wine, right? Pretty good party. We did not clock Rohit, by the way. But you all were at 91 decibels. So to test this, I went upstairs with my phone. We had our lawyers with us. So it's official, right? They went to the front lobby, and I stood in the middle of all you while you had a good time. By the way, we were drinking water for the test. And they went to the front lobby, and effectively, they couldn't hear you. They could hear me just fine. So if you'd like to test this out for yourself, we'll be upstairs at lunch, and you can try it yourself. All right? So that's an example of the noise cancellation technology and how we implement it. So let's look at the system itself from a process standpoint. Very simply, computer science 101, but input, process, output. So what we're doing is capturing a raw voice file, again, to any Apple or Android phone. We are a pure software model. We did that so we can scale globally, quickly, and easily. The heart of the process is really around critical alerts checklist, or smart checklist and critical alert triage. But ultimately, over and over and over again, the ag enterprise has told us, do not create a new data silo. We have plenty of those right now. So 80% of our value is in the output and integrating with anyone else in the food and ag supply chain. Our customers and our users are different but complementary. So the ag enterprise, as you see, is ultimately looking for that traceability and accountability from the beginning through the supply chain. The users, kind of like my brother, they don't really like to keep records, right? So what they need is something really simple, really robust, and with them all the time. Those are our design points. From a roadmap standpoint, I'm excited about this because this is a customer prioritized roadmap according to what they want and what they're willing to pay for. From an intellectual property standpoint, we did file our patents this spring, US and international. We believe we're first to file in the world in this particular category. While there's 22 claims underneath it, there are 3 independent concepts that are interrelated. So in short, we didn't bet on just one horse. The other thing about the priorities here under development, those are exactly the priorities that our first 2 customers have told us they want, and we're in the statement of work phase with those. Phase 2 is an exciting one. It brings on critical alerts, offline mode, so we can work in any of the 2.8 billion acres of farmland in the world. Voice search is my favorite feature, but lots and lots of requests, you won't be surprised, for Spanish to English and back translation on the fly for reporting. Many languages to come after that, by the way. Ultimately, this is about data analytics and a proactive assistant that allows for proactive, not reactive decision making. So this is my favorite slide. I'm very ecstatic about our team. We've worked together in different roles since 1999, have more than 50 patents granted together, and more than 40 international user experience design awards. Have a terrific set of advisors. This is just a few of them at the bottom in tech and ag tech. We have a USDA grant that we defined and pulled in Georgia Tech and University of Georgia Ag School. And I'm very excited that recently we secured an extended development team that were the development leaders and research leaders around Amazon Echo, first generation, Apple Siri, Google Natural Speaking, and Google-based technologies. We see the global market as a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. As you can imagine, this is software and agriculture and food traceability. So we see it as lots and lots of opportunities and get lots of great feedback that way, both at a plant level, animal health level, as well as machinery. Just one particular example is in the area of beef traceability and identity preservation throughout the supply chain. So have lots of examples where existing very large enterprises have come to us and said, look, we have our existing mobile app, but that voice verification step to always link what those people do with what they say is an awesome step, and we really want that in our capability and our roadmap. So going to some go-to-market examples, this is actually just 4 of our logos. We actually have 8 signed letters of intent now to pilot the solution in the spring. Again, 2 of them are customers with negotiations now on statement of work. Mag Central is important to us. They do an excellent job, but they have direct access to 500,000 ag retailers in the US going through next year. And we also have one of the very largest animal health customers in the world. So the business model itself is 100% B2B. The actual final pricing depends on the customized suite of services that the ag enterprise needs. You see the subscription pricing here. We anticipate profitability in 2017 with double-digit profitability thereafter. Again, a pure software model that leverages smartphones only in agriculture. So in conclusion, Ag Voice solves an everyday problem. We have first mover advantage. We have a cross-section of traction within agriculture, and we have an outstanding team from both an ag standpoint and a tech standpoint to execute. So again, to wrap up, you know our challenge now. We want to hit our mid-April deadline, and we're looking for the right investment partners to help us get there. Thank you.
So this is the second grand challenge that was issued this morning, one from Tulane University and one from TekWear, a grand challenge to meet his April deadline. Yes, Philippe.
How much are you seeking to raise?
$400K to close our seed round.
And that will be how much?
It's a $500K seed round. Okay. And that will get us through the spring deployment, as well as finished in development, as well as build out of the team.
And you've got some data to show your traction currently as well to investors. Okay. Questions? Interesting, Pay. Thank you so much.
We're good. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
There's one question.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You said at phase 2 you had English and Spanish.
Yes.
Phase 4 you had New Zealand.
Yes. We can do New Zealand English.
How about American to New Zealand? American to Kiwi never happen. Yeah, when you get an American to Kiwi in the room and they can't understand each other at all. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Bruce.